Hi everyone, and welcome to episode number 240 of the Karen Knits podcast. My name is Karen, and I'm coming to you from South Central Pennsylvania, where I live, where I work, where I knit, and get into all kinds of other crafting shenanigans. I'm so happy to have you here with me today. It is Saturday, January the 11th, 2025. I actually said the year right. And it's a cold, clear, sunny day out today. We've had some snow. The ground is still white actually. We had, I think on Sunday and Monday. Sunday into Monday we had, probably good 4 to 8 inches of snow. And Monday schools, all the schools were closed. Tuesday, I think a lot of the schools were closed or on delayed openings. It's quite a bit of snow. It took a little while to clear it up. But it's still on the ground, and then we got another probably inch or two overnight last night. So we're having a bit of a winter here. Not used to that around here. I've gotten soft and spoiled with the easy winters we've been having around here. But anyway, that's it for the weather report. Probably. Anyway, welcome everybody. If you're a new viewer and you're just stumbling on my channel, thank you so much for popping by to see what I'm up to. I hope you enjoy it here and stick around. If you're a returning viewer, thank you so much for coming back for another week to see what kind of shenanigans I've been up to. I appreciate you coming back here every week so much. If you have not yet subscribed, please do. It warms the cockles of my little old heart, cold little heart. And I appreciate it so much. So, what's new? First regular episode of 2025. I have my first finished object of 2025. I have progress on another whip, and I started another one. And I have 2 languishing whips. And I have plans for another whip that I'm going to cast on either tomorrow or Monday, which has to be done by before next Saturday. So it'll be a quick, but I'll talk about that after. So first finished object. 2 at a time toe up sort of shorty socks. This was with the, what was it with? This is my Christmas Eve cast on. Oh, good grief. I started it on Christmas Eve, 24th of December. I finished these on the 4th of January. We were on a little getaway. I finished them while we were traveling. Actually finished them late at night on the train on the way home last Saturday. Yeah, Saturday. So bare yarn for the toes and heels, and the main color is from the Orlando Fiber Arts Advent Calendar from 2023. I used part of the skein on on my anthology throw, and I had just shy of 70 grams left of this, so I used a little over, I think the socks, I think I used like 64 grams of yarn on 65 grams of yarn on the main color. So I like them. I think they turned out really pretty. I love the color. I love the little splashes of purpley pinks and blues. There's the odd little speckle of green here and there. A lot of darker speckles of the blues. Really pretty. I really like these. So, first pair of socks for 2025. I'm going to see how many pair of socks I can knit in 2025. One of my goals is to knit 25 pair in 2025. I'm not going to be in the neighborhood of some of those ones that knit 80, 90 pair of socks in a year. I don't think that will ever happen. And I'm talking about Lisa from 72 Stitches or Knit All the Yarn, and Kayla from Crazy Sock Lady. I am nowhere near on par with those two for sock knitting. But pair number one. And spoiler alert, pair number 2 are on the needles already, but I'll talk about those in a little bit. So those are my first finished objects for 2025. I have my work in progress is my Radvent cardigan. This is the left side. So here's where we are right now. I love these colors. This is with my Felicity Yarn Studio Advent calendar. And I really am loving the colors. I think that's just so cool. I'm on day number 12 of the colors. So I'm halfway through the Advent calendar. And I'm starting to think I probably will not finish this in January. Now my aim is to finish it in February. But this is where I'm at so far. So I'm moving along on the back, or through the shoulder and along the body. This is kind of what she's going to look like eventually. I have lengthened from the armhole going down the side. I've lengthened it a little bit. It's more than double what the recommended length is because I don't want a cropped shirt. My body does not belong, or I do not want my body in a cropped shirt. I don't like the look of it. It does not suit me. I don't think it suits me. But here is the extra length I have, and then there's going to be the ribbing on the bottom also. So that's the left side. Day 12 is complete on the left side. On the right side, I've got this much left of day 12. So about half, maybe half the 10-gram ball. So I'm using the 20-gram balls for each of the days, and I'm dividing it in. I do it up into a cake, and then I divide it into 2 balls. I put it on my little scale and go till I have roughly 10 grams of each. And then I keep track, and I do one on the right and on the left hand side. So same look on here. This is the right side. So I love the way these colors are working. So the color theme was Monet in the winter. And I think it just looks so fantastic. I absolutely love it. So, and I'm enjoying working on it. It's a nice, right now it's a nice mindless knit. It's just knit all the way across, purl all the way back and forth and back and forth. So I think I have to do something like 90 rows before you start doing something different on the neckline. Or something different happens, I think, after 90 or 100 rows for my size. So I'm at, I think, 45, 50 rows on each side. So about halfway there. I still got, like I say, half the yarn is left. So I will have enough yarn. We'll see if I end up using everything in the sweater or if I don't need the entire 24 days. We'll see. Once I get to the 90 or however many rows I need, I'm going to put the sleeves on, try it on, and just see what the space is and what the rest of the instructions are. I haven't read that far ahead recently, so I can't remember what the details are for what's next. But I don't need to worry about that because I've got quite a few rows left to go yet before I even need to think about that problem. Just drinking a cup of English breakfast tea at 3 o'clock in the afternoon. I don't need breakfast tea. I need caffeine. I need some caffeine today. I'm tired. I didn't go to bed till 12:30 last night, just because I was just poking around online. No good reason. So my new cast on is in this little project bag I made for myself a while back. And this is another pair of 2 at a time toe-up sort of shorty socks. And I'm making decent progress on them. I cast them on the train coming home last Saturday, and I just did the cast on and the first round. And then it was getting late. By then it was getting to be almost 11:30 at night, and it was just way too late to be doing anything. I was done. So here's where I'm at right now. So a pair of toe up, 2 at a time sort of shorty socks. Same as usual, my bare toes. I have 10, 20, 30 and just over 30 rounds on the foot done. I do 55 rounds before I go up to starting to increase the gussets and then get into the heel. So I'll be doing the heel in bare. This is from a 50-gram skein of yarn, and this yarn is yarn I bought a while back. Here's what it looks like in the cake. Really pretty, really, really pretty. And it's been sitting there for a little while. I have it in, I've got the extra info in a Ziploc bag. But this is stuck in the bag. This is from, is it Little Boy Blue? Yes, Little Boy Blue. And here is the information. So I seriously, I was showing you that upside down, wasn't I? Oh boy. Anyway, the color is Groove and Gecko, and fingering weight 50-gram skein of yarn. So you know me and my 50-gram skeins of yarn. I love me a 50-gram skein of yarn. So that's my new cast on. And like I said, I cast them on. Well, last Saturday night, I'm going to mark it down that I actually started on Sunday because I did one. I had the toes cast on. So I had the two parts that cast them on. I had done the first round, and then I had them sitting side by side together, the two parts of the toe side by side on Magic Loop. And I went to pick it up and get started on the increase round, and I got into a panic because they were sitting right side by side, and I thought I had somehow dropped one of the socks off the needle. They were just right close together. Nothing had fallen off anywhere. So at that point I'm just like, yeah, I'm clearly in no shape to be knitting. I was too tired. Nope, it's not gonna happen. So I will tell you more about that travel story on another video. But that's my new cast on. And I have one more cast on that I'm planning on starting maybe tomorrow, probably on Monday. I probably won't start till Monday because I have a lot of work things to get done still this weekend. So at our church, we started up a Secret Sister program almost a year ago. It was last year, January, February. And this Saturday coming up on the 18th is our reveal party. So I want to make my Secret Sister a little something for the reveal party. And I've decided I'm going to make her the Miss Marple little keyhole scarf. It was a quick, easy knit and a fun knit, and one I really enjoyed. So, and it's something I think she'll probably like. I hope she does. So I need to go through my stash and see if I have the yarn I want and need for that. I think I have enough yarn in the color I need for her cowl or her keyhole scarf. I'm going to see if I have enough to maybe also do a pair of fingerless mitts, or a pair of mittens, but I think that I might not be able to finish both of them on time. So I am going to dig through my stash, and I will be casting that on. So I might have to do a little extra insert in my video for next week, because if I don't film until Saturday, I won't have the completed object at home with me anymore. It'll be given away already. So we'll see. I might also film for that, because the thing is that the party is at 10:30. I don't think we'll be back home. I might film on Friday next week, just to make sure I have time to get it done. I'll figure that out later. So that's all my knitting for the past week. 2 weeks, actually. I haven't done a regular episode for 2 weeks. But it's been a fun 2 weeks. I am planning on starting a little series. It's going to be an occasional series. It's not going to be a regular scheduled specific thing. But I'm going to do a little video series of adventures that me and the hubby go on. Hubby doesn't want to be on film, that's fine. But we have plans over the next while and in through the summer to do a whole bunch of little train trip adventures on all kinds of different kinds of trains. We kind of were thinking about this idea last fall when we were up near Cowan's Gap, Pennsylvania, and they had a little, not a little train, they had an old steam train there that you could buy a ticket for, and you would go, it went like an hour or so off into the hills and it came back again. So then we were thinking about that, and I said, it would be kind of fun to do a whole series of knitting on trains. So this past week, we left on the 1st of January. We took Amtrak into Washington, D.C. for 4 days. Just for a little quick getaway for us. We just wanted to do some touristy things in the city. And so I did some filming on that, and I have to get the editing done on that. So with that one, there's not that much knitting on the train that I showed you. Coming back home, it was late and it was too dark to film anything, so that wouldn't, I was going to film some of that on the way home, but the train was late, so I couldn't do that. But I do have a little bit of footage of me knitting on the train, on an Amtrak train, and some things that we did while we were in DC, and some of the meals we had. I like filming what we eat. I'm weird that way. You guys have noticed that with any of my vlogs. So it'll be a vlogging style series, and it'll just be random times. So I'm hoping to get the DC trip up and posted to show you guys sometime in the upcoming week. I'm hoping to get that done so I can post it maybe on Wednesday or Thursday this week coming up. We'll see how that works. And then there's going to be other times that we might not go on another one for a month or so, or longer, who knows. But hubby's eyeing up and finding different little train excursions that we might be able to go on and just tell a little bit about the train, a little bit about where we're going, some of the scenery where we go, some of the food that we eat while we're there, and then just me knitting while we're on the train. We are hoping to do an overnight, probably to Chicago, maybe to somewhere in South Carolina on Amtrak and get a sleeper car. We'll see if that comes about this spring or not. If it does, I'll take you along. But that's the plan. So we'll see how that goes. But I will be starting that. So it'll be like, I think this series, I'll call it Knitting on Trains. And it'll just be different things from little adventures we've gone on. And otherwise, the school year starts up on Monday. So Christmas break is almost over. And the procrastinator that I am, I have to get the rest of my course materials all set and organized, my syllabi done, make sure everything's all set and ready to go for my classes to all go live at midnight on Sunday night. So Sunday night, Monday morning. So I have today, the rest of today and part of tomorrow to get that done. So, and I've had tons of time to get it done. I dawdled and I procrastinated, and I always do that. I'm so bad for doing that. But anyway, so that's what my plans are for the rest of today. Get my course material done, get that ready. I hope to get it all done today so that I can enjoy a nap tomorrow afternoon and not have to worry about it tomorrow. But I probably won't get all 3 of them all set and ready today. We'll see. And otherwise, I don't think there's anything much else new or different around here. school year's about ready to start. I'm going to launch my Knitting on Trains series, and one finished object, first one of the year, progress on one project, a new cast on, and plans for another one. And my 2 other projects are sitting there still languishing. I keep playing with this little tassel-y thing. That's probably been annoying you that I was playing with. Anyway. So anyway, I need to go and root through my yarn tubs and find that teal colored yarn that I want and get started on that. I don't have time to do it today. I really shouldn't do it today. And I also need to cake up days 14 and 15 of my Advent yarn for my Radvent cardigan and keep plugging away on that one. So on that note, I think I'm going to stop talking. I'm rambling now, and I will let you go, and I will see you again very soon. Alrighty, take care everyone. Bye.